So what is going on, guys? Welcome to another Garden Warfare 2 video. Today we are going to be breaking down the Backyard Battleground video that we got earlier today. If you haven't already seen it, the link to the original video will be down in the description, so make sure you guys go check it out. Also, if you could smash the like on this video, see if we can get 500 likes, that would be absolutely amazing, because we do have a lot to talk about in this video, including new character variants, a new game mode, and even a giant laser beam. So anyway, let's get straight into this video. So Backyard Battleground is a massive living PvZ world full of surprises, stories and secrets to discover, and wherever you go it looks like zombies and plants are always battling, so make sure you keep an eye out of what is around the corner. We're first going to be taking a look at what seems to be a new minigame in the centre of the map called Flag of Power. Now this you can play on your own, or you can play up to 3 other friends, and you can also do split screen, and it seems like both plants and zombies can try and keep control of an area, so you can either choose to be a zombie and defend this from waves of plants, or you can be a plant and defend it from waves of zombies, and it looks like you do have to fend off specific waves, such as there's a pea shooter attack where it seems to be just pea shooters that are coming at you, you have a soldier attack which seems to be foot soldiers, and there isn't even a boss attack, and it looks like we may even see a new couple of bosses in the gameplay today. It seems like we have a new boss of some sort in the soldier attack wave. He looks like Dr. Zombot's robot, but he is much smaller, so I'm curious what is special about this character. One thing that is weird though is that it only says vanquished zombie with 5 XP after he took the zombie out, which was making me think that this could be a spawnable zombie. It's rather a spawnable zombie due to the 5 XP rather than an actual boss, because if it was a boss, I'm thinking you would get 1 more XP, but also it wouldn't just say vanquished zombie, it would probably say something like vanquished zombie boss, like it did in Garden Warfare 1. So let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. Do you think this is a brand new boss? Do you think this is a brand new spawnable zombie with some cool customization? Or could this even be a foot soldier just with cool customizations on, and you can maybe customize a foot soldier to look like this character? Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. But straight after this gameplay we get a giant laser beam surrounded by a giant blue bubble, which seems to be some kind of a shield. Now we know this is a boss because it does say at the top of this wave boss attack, so we do know that this is a boss wave, and as soon as I saw this I was like, what? This is insane. I'm like, can you just imagine attacking a giant laser beam as a plant boss? That is absolutely insane. I'm actually curious if this is a boss, what else they've got up their sleeves, because we can see right behind it a Giga Torchwood, so we do know that this is a boss wave, and this does definitely look like it's going to be a boss. So if you are playing Graveyard Ops, you want to defend your graveyard, you could be seeing a couple of these giant laser beams coming at you. So anyway, let me know what you think about this laser beam in the comments down below. It looks absolutely awesome, and I never would have guessed a laser beam would maybe be a possible boss in Garden Warfare 2. I thought it would be maybe something unique that we haven't already got as maybe a potted plant, but let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. We then get a few clips of Backyard Battleground from different angles in the sky, showing off different areas of the map. We have some kind of zombie housing estate, we also have something called Zompark, and a harbour of some sort, and I must say Backyard Battleground looks absolutely amazing. So much thought has been put into this game that they even have a football, or quotation soccer, pitch, so you can even go around onto a football and soccer pitch, and there's just so much around Backyard Battleground that looks absolutely amazing. We have like different areas which seems to be in the zombie side, we have different areas in the plant side, and it just seems to be a giant map. We do get kind of an overview of the entire map from like a screen where there's kind of like lights highlighting going to a specific area, and it just looks absolutely insane. There is one thing that they do show in this video which is called crazy targets. I never thought something like this would come to Garden Warfare 2, and it's a pretty cool feature, and it's definitely going to be pretty competitive. So basically it seems to be very similar to the target system you would have in Call of Duty, where you have to go around shooting different targets as fast as you can. If you maybe miss them, or you maybe hit maybe wrong targets, you may get penalties, but you have to try and hit them as fast as you can and try and get the quickest time, because you are timed as well, so the quicker you get through this course, the better your score is going to be. So they even have a leaderboard, so you can see how fast you can get through this route compared to your friends, and maybe even the entire world, which would be pretty awesome. If you was number 1 in the world at going through these crazy targets, that would be pretty awesome. And I'm really curious which character would be best for this, because of course some characters move faster than others, but they may not necessarily be the best at shooting the target. But I'm pretty sure that the Chomper isn't going to be one of the best ones to use for this target practice, but maybe, for example, you could go in as a chomper. Maybe the target system will be different for depending on which character type you choose. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below, because I'm pretty excited to find this out. I'm probably not going to do it too much, but yet again, it's just something that can be a little bit competitive, and you can try and get as high as you can with your friends. We are also shown the customization booth where we can choose what our characters look like, what abilities they have, and also what gestures they use. Now, with the customization booth, what we see so far, we can only break our character customization down into 4 like we could in Garden Warfare 1. We can choose something for the head, something for the eyes, something like on the plants team would be a tattoo, and then you also have something around the arms for the plants, and it is also, I believe, the weapon for the zombies. So there isn't any added customization there. Whether there is going to be more adding in, we do not know, because this isn't the full build. Just remember, they're still working on the game currently, so they may add more features into that so far. But I'm pretty stoked for what these customizations look like so far. You can have like a space helmet for the pea shooter, you can have some crazy hair for the scientist, and I'm pretty sure that there is a lot of new taunts and gestures in this game as well. We do get some description of a few of them. We get 1 or 2 of them shown out to us, but we don't really know what a lot of these are going to look like. But I'm pretty excited to find out what all the gestures can be in the game, because I just love playing the game and going through the packs, being able to find new things that you've never seen before, because as soon as the game comes out, no one is going to have anything. So if you're the first one to maybe find a new gesture or a new taunt, you can then show that off. People are going to be like, oh, that looks amazing, I want that one. And same with customizations. Like if you was going around and you got some crazy customization, people will be like, oh, I want that one. Whereas when you get to the end of Garden Warfare 1, a lot of people have them, and it's kind of not as unique. So I think getting some unique customizations at the start of the game is definitely fun, and you can maybe stand out from the crowd. Although you may get targeted more, it's definitely good to look out from the rest of people, and that's one of the huge elements in Garden Warfare and Garden Warfare 2 is customizing your characters so you look different from everybody else. But let me know what you think about some of these customizations that you have seen on screen so far, because I think they look pretty awesome. One of the best features we have is in the middle of our base, which is under Crazy Dave's tree, and I'm sure it will be exactly the same in Dr. Zomboss's side. We have a stat room where we can get all of our stats from the game, such as which character we have played the most and how long for. In this case, Popscorn is on the leaderboard because you do see an image of Popscorn. He's hit the most with 2 hours 30 minutes playtime. We can also have the most vanquishes on this leaderboard, the highest streak, which does say 267, so it must be really good, or it's glitched unless AI zombies count towards the streak as well. And then also you do have the most assists on this board as well. Just below this board, we also have the sticker book, where you can find out all information about each character, how many spawnables you have. We get the name of all the weeds in the description of this sticker book. I'll do a video separately talking about these, but this is just a quick overview, and it shows how many different ones we have. So we have the weed, we have the pumpkin weed, we have the terracotta weed, which is like the one with the plant pot on top of its head. We have the dandelion weed, which is like a spawnable imp that explodes, so it's going to run over to the targets, so it's going to run over to the zombies, and then it will explode on impact. We also have a leaf shield, which I think is pretty funny because it does say a leaf isn't a very good use for a shield, but it's better than nothing. We also have a wood shield weed, which I'm guessing has slightly more defense than the leaf shield. We also have a vase weed. We have a porcelain vase weed, I believe that's pronounced. We have a hill weed, and then we also have a flag weed. So that's quite a lot of spawnables that we did not know the names of. We now have the names of them, but what I think is really insane that we do see in this sticker book is that there are over 3,000 collectible items on the plants team. So that's including spawnable weeds, potted plants, customizations for your characters, probably upgrades, and then also just the characters in general. So there's over 3,000 for the plants team, so it's going to be over 6,000 in total, because you will have all of them for the zombies team. And one final thing that I do want to mention in the sticker book is that when he's scrolling through the sticker book showing different characters, it says that he has 8 out of 8 upgrades per character. So you have 8 upgrades per character, rather than in Garden Warfare 1 we just have 3. So I'm really curious what these 8 upgrades are, because what could you have with 8 upgrades? You could have maybe more health, you could have more damage, faster reloading time. I have no idea what other upgrades you could have after them, so I'm really curious what we could get with them upgrades. Let me know what you think the upgrades could be down below, and just let me know what you think about these weeds as well. Are you pretty excited for these weeds? Would you like to see some different weeds? Pretty excited that we still get the heal weed as well, because that's going to be pretty good for people who are not healing. So it's going to be pretty useful. Now, not only do we have the giant board in the middle, which shows the most played, and also the sticker book, each character class has its own bobbleheads. Now, these look pretty fun, and you can go over to these to look at stats of the specific character class. So in this example, he goes over to Colonel Corn, and we can see 5 different bobbleheads where Colonel Corn is. So it looks like we are going to be getting 5 variants for the Colonel Corn class. In the middle, at the very top, we have the normal Colonel Corn. In the bottom left, we have Pops Corn, and then we have 3 other character variants that we do not know what they are. But we do see the name of 2 other Colonel Corn variants a little bit later on. One of them is called Barbecue Corn, which sounds like a fire variant, and then the second one we also have is Mob Cub, which sounds like he's going to be a bit of a gangster. No idea what's going to be special about this character, but from Barbecue Corn, it definitely sounds like it's going to be a fire variant, so we do get a little bit of gameplay of that later on, which I will talk about later in the video. We can also promote our characters in this area. For example, if you want to promote a pea shooter, you would go over to the pea shooter bobbleheads, and then each character class has its own level. So the pea shooter may be at level 4, but the fire pea shooter is at level 10. So you can promote that fire pea shooter and unlock a brand new character plaque. When you vanquish someone with the fire pea shooter, it will show your different plaque there, and it looks like we have 5 different tiers. We have bronze, we have silver, we have gold, and then we have 2 other ones which I'm not exactly sure of the names of, but it looks like the final one is diamond. So if you want to look good, then make sure you do promote your characters. So every time you vanquish a player, they're going to know how much you've played that character as, they're going to know how many times you've promoted them, and it just gives you that little bit more to boast about. That's right, I've played as Colonel Corn more, I've just vanquished you. But it looks like you can only promote your characters once you get to the max level. So it looks like level 10 is the max level you go to before you are able to promote your character. Now we also have the quest board in Backyard Battleground, where you can choose to pick certain quests. You can pick plant quests, you can pick zombie quests, you can pick multiplayer quests, and it does also look like you have a Dr. Zombos and Crazy Dave quest already selected. No idea what these do yet, but they do earn you stars and coins by completing them. Now we have no idea what the stars do yet, but I would definitely recommend completing these quests to be able to earn more coins, so you can then open packs with them, because the more packs you open, the more characters you're going to unlock, the more customizations you're going to unlock for them characters, and you can also unlock spawnables to be able to use in gardens and graveyards, herbal assault, garden ops, and graveyard ops, because just remember, not only do you have potted plants, you also have spawnable weeds, and not only do you have spawnable zombies, you also have builder bots, so you have even more to get from these packs. So make sure you do earn as many coins as you can, so you can open as many packs as you can, so you will never run out of consumables. There are also portals which we can go through to get missions for plants and zombie heroes. I believe these are going to be Rose, Colonel Corn, Citron, Superbrains, Captain Deadbeard, and the Imp and Z-Mech, and we finally know what Leaf is. Rose is one of the Leaf agents. We don't necessarily know what Leaf stands for, but we do know that she is a Leaf agent, and she does have specific missions that we need to go into these portals to be able to find out what they are and complete. So I'm curious what these missions are. Maybe they give you more bonuses towards these brand new characters like Rose, or maybe they just give you more XP and they're just specific missions that you would get in maybe the quest board. They're just directed at those characters. And I'm also curious what the DaveBot 3000 does. Maybe that could be for the other characters. For example, you can go through a portal to go to Rose, Citron, and also Colonel Corn. You can get missions for each of these characters, but then if you want missions for other characters, for example the pea shooter or the sunflower, maybe you go to the DaveBot 3000. No idea, we're gonna have to wait to find that out, but I never thought you would get a DaveBot 3000 in this, but I guess we are in the future, and Crazy Dave will not live forever unless he travels around in his van. Now we have so much more that I could talk about in this video, but I don't want this video to be really long. So we also have a Gargantua, it seems to be from Plants vs Zombies 2, The Far Future. At the end of the video, we also get some gameplay of what I think is the Barbecue Corn, because he has a weapon called the Spicy Hot Shot, which I think will be the fire variant, so definitely will do fire damage. And one of the last things I do want to talk about in this video is the bobbleheads. Now these represent variants for the characters, and it looks like we have a new cactus cactus variants. Now when he goes to look at Colonel Corn, we can see a glimpse of the cactus variants, and we do see one that seems to be a greyish kind of colour, so this looks like it could be a new variant for the cactus. We also see a slight glimpse of what looks to be the ice citron, an iron citron, and some kind of purple citron as well, which we've never seen before, so let me know what you think about that. And we also see in the background, we see the rose variant, so it looks like we have an ice, a toxic, and a fire variant. There's the normal rose, and then there is also another one, but I can't quite make out what it is, what is special about this character. But anyway, that is it for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed this breakdown. I've not gone into as much detail as what I could have done, but then the video will be so much longer. So what I'm going to do is break down everything I have seen in today's video into separate videos. So if you want to know something about maybe the promotions, then I'll do a video on them. If you want to maybe know a video on the Flag of Power, I'll just break down a video on that. But anyway, that is it for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you do give it a like, because it really does help out my channel, shows them that you are enjoying these videos and that you do want to see more. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. My name is ZEROxPvZ, and I'll catch you guys next time.